You are not distracted. You are conquered. That is the distinction you have been avoiding. Distraction suggests an accident, a momentary slip. What you are experiencing is something far more deliberate and far more dangerous. Every morning, before you have spoken a single word, before a single thought has formed with intention, you hand the keys of your mind to strangers. You call it scrolling. The Stoics would call it surrender. Epictetus, a man who owned nothing, not even his own freedom, understood something that most people with every advantage never grasp. The only true possession you will ever have is the faculty of your own attention. He had no wealth, no status, no physical liberty, but his mind was ungoverned by no one. Can you say the same? Here is what is actually happening when you scroll without intention. You are not consuming content. You are opening your borders, and through those borders flows an unfiltered current. Opinions shaped by algorithms, emotions engineered by strangers, desires manufactured to benefit someone else's economy. None of it asked for your permission, and you gave it freely. This is not a failure of willpower. This is a failure of philosophy. You were never taught that attention is a territory, that it has borders, that those borders require a guardian. The Stoics made a distinction that changes everything once you truly understand it. There are things within your control and things beyond it. But here is where most people are deceived. You cannot control what the world offers you, but you are entirely responsible for what you allow to cross the threshold of your awareness. Access is not authority, the world having the ability to reach. You does not mean the world has the right to shape you. Every image you pause on is a vote. Every voice you let linger is an invitation. Every piece of noise you accept without examination is a small, quiet act of self-betrayal, not because the content is evil, but because unconsidered input becomes identity. What enters your mind without resistance does not stay as information. It becomes the lens through which you see everything else. Your judgments, your fears, your desires, your sense of what is normal, what is possible, what you deserve, all of it quietly authored by what you allowed in without guardianship. Stoic discipline does not begin with cold showers. It does not begin with waking at dawn. It begins here, at the gate of your own mind, with a single question asked of every input before it is permitted to enter. Does this strengthen my judgment? Does this refine my character? Or does it simply occupy space that belongs to something better? If it cannot justify its presence, it does not belong in your field of awareness. This is not restriction. This is selection. And selection is the beginning of sovereignty. A Stoic does not run from the world. He does not seal himself in silence and call it strength. He curates his relationship with reality. He moved through the same world as everyone else, but he is not shaped by it the same way, because he chose long ago to be the author of his own inner environment. You do not need less of the world. You need more authority over what the world becomes within you, because the last frontier of freedom, the one no one can take, no algorithm can reach, no system can access, is the mind that decides what to admit. Guard it, not as a resolution, not as a trend, as a duty you owe to the only life you have been given. The gate is yours. It has always been yours. Close it with intention.